Good afternoon and welcome. I got caught off guard there, didn't I? Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. It is all about goalkeepers, and there's been an explosive admission. There's been a massive admission by Joe Hart this afternoon. But first of all, we need to talk about, if it's the first time that you've been on the channel, make sure you subscribe and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, as it does help with the videos. So Connor Hazard. Yep, Connor Hazard is leaving Celtic. Is expected to command a six-figure transfer fee with add-ons. The 25-year-old is expected to leave Celtic for Plymouth Argyle, who are on the brink of signing the Northern Irishman. Connor Hazard's been at Celtic for absolute years. He's obviously had loans away with Falkirk, Partick Thistle, Dundee, and Helsinki of Finland. He's obviously played in the 2020 Scottish Cup final, where we beat Hearts on after penalties after a 3-3 draw. It is time probably for him to move on just to further his career. We do have Scott Bain, we do have Benny Siegrist, and obviously Joe Hart, the #1 goalkeeper. And talking about Joe Hart, I could go through all the headlines first of all. Let's go through some of the crazy headlines. Joe Hart breaks his silence on Postecoglou exit. Joe Hart hails testimonial for James Forrest. Another one, Joe Hart addresses Postecoglou's departure. Joe Hart puts rivalry aside as he details Jack Butland discussions. Blah, blah, blah. Let's just listen to the interview and we'll see exactly what Joe Hart had to say. And yep, the Scottish media are asking the questions.
Joe, it's the first time that we've spoken to any of the players since the departure of Ange.
Right in there.
What was your feelings when the manager left?
Look, we shared 2 really special years together. Obviously very successful, and with success, people are interested in what you're going to be doing next and what your ideas are. And look, Ange had a decision to make, and he made it. We absolutely loved working under him. Really enjoyed my time personally. Really get on with him as a person. Wish him all the best. But football's got this kind of magical way of it just keeps moving, doesn't it? And next we get the news that Brendan's coming in, and we've got a new focus and a new task. And
does it show how good a job Ange Postecoglou did here at Celtic that someone like Spurs came in for him?
Yeah, look, it speaks volumes. We had, like I say, 2 excellent years. Exciting football, front foot football. Managed to win 5 out of the 6 domestic trophies. We did our best in Europe. We thought, that was definitely something we felt like we could and can improve on. But yeah, look, we're going to look to do that under Brendan now.
And how have things been since Brendan Rodgers has returned to Celtic?
Look, we've only been together a couple of days now, but he's an exceptional guy. I've had run-ins in the past with him as an opponent. Actually bumped into him a few times on holiday. Lovely person first and foremost, which is very important. And very successful manager.
I need to go over to Mallorca because I think everybody goes on holiday there. Mind you, the missus wants to move there, so you never know.
Huge drive. He's laid it on the line. He actually stood here in front of us and let us know that, it's how proud he was of what we did last year, but that was last year, and we now need to build on it and try and improve and push each other.
What was those initial interactions like when you returned?
Zapier just integrated.
For goodness sake, bloody adverts. So let's get back into the interview with Joe Hart.
Well, it's not a return. Yeah, it's not a return to me, but I know what you mean. Look, he's super positive. You can tell that he absolutely loves the club. If he was to take his managerial hat off, he's a Celtic fan. But he's made it very clear he's able to separate business and pleasure, and we're here for business. We're here to work. We're here to be successful, push each other, try and get the best out of each other. He wants to push the young guys. He wants the older guys to help. Very clear messages, and I'm really excited to work under him.
Who do you build on a treble?
You put it behind you. We enjoyed it.
And then you win it again.
Worked really hard to get it and achieve what we did last season, but that was last season. And football, like I said, in terms of people moving on and things changing, it just keeps moving forward, and you can't live in the past. New season, new opportunities. Everyone else is in that kind of bubble at the moment of they're looking at it as a new season and a fresh start, and everyone's going to be chasing the pot of gold at the end, and we're no different.
How big a focus will Europe be next season?
Same. This club since I've been here, has loved being in Europe, strongly believes it belongs in Europe, wants to be successful in Europe, and that's no different under this manager and under this group of players.
Is there confidence that under Brendan you can reach that next level, both domestically and in Europe, that you can kick on and keep improving under Brendan?
Oh, look, we'll see. Obviously, that's the intention. You know, that's the buzz, that's the feeling. But you know, ultimately, it's about where we're at as a group, and you know what it's like with a transfer window, things changing all the time. We need to put ourselves in a real good core position until that kind of September comes, and then, like I say, we've just got to reach and push and try and help each other and work together. And yeah, we've built up some good momentum so far, and we don't intend on losing it.
Interesting.
Jota being this season, he was instrumental those last 2 years with the success that you guys had.
Yeah, Jota he did really well for us. You know, we wish him all the best. But you know, as I was talking about before with Ange, with success, football changes real quick, and we loved having him. I'm sure he loved being here, but that just opens a great opportunity for someone else to come and play for this great club and really build a career for themselves.
New heroes.
Or one of the boys who didn't maybe get as much game time last year to step in. There's just opportunities galore, and you know, new names that hopefully they're going to be singing about.
When there are so many changes in football, how good is it to see someone like Kyogo committing their future to the club?
It's huge. What a great bit of news that is. You know, love him as a person. He's a beautiful person. And he's an exceptional footballer. He's been brilliant since he came in. Really shone for us last year in big moments, and he really sets the tone for a high pressing, exciting football team. He's loved here, and obviously he's felt that because he's wanted to commit his, you know, a real important time in his career to this club, and we appreciate that.
Is that a bit of a statement for the club, do you think, of their ambitions
Of course
going
it is.
forward that they've managed to keep a hold of in this summer?
I think so, but I think the statement of the club that if you want to be here and you're playing well, then you know you're welcome, and if you don't, then we'll look for someone who does.
That's interesting. That's interesting that it says that. So, with a lot of people saying that Jota didn't say goodbye, when you look back his Instagram, I think he maybe did say goodbye when he put up the post where it said, "The class of 22-23 have graduated. Thank you, everyone. It's been a blast." So I think that was his way of saying goodbye to Celtic fans at the time. Hence the reason that till this moment he's not said anything else. So let's see what Joe Hart has to say about it.
Personal point of view, this is the last year in your contract. Do you feel you've got something to prove this year to further that contract?
Something to prove. Difficult for me to say at this kind of time in my career. I've said it. I've been consistent. I've absolutely loved being here. I've loved not being in that part of my career where I'm always trying to think of the chess moves of if I do this I'm going to get there, and if I do that I'm going to get there. I don't think about any of that. I'm just loving being in the moment. I'm loving representing this club. I'm kind of the other end of the business side and the politics of it, and I'm literally here to just do my best, and then you know things will work themselves out as they go. But I'm just looking to enjoy and, like I say, give back to a club that's been so good to me.
That's fantastic.
You'll be coming up against a friend and a former England teammate this season across the city. How do you feel about that?
Good move for him. You know, obviously I know I'll go way back with Jack.
It wouldn't be a Celtic press conference if the one didn't manage to talk about the past, didn't manage to talk about anything sort of negative, and then they have to throw in the odd. What do you think about Sevco? Respectful
of the two clubs that we play for, so I'm not really going to go into it, but you know, I'm happy that he's found a home. yeah, of course, yeah. You know, we're going to share the same city, but as I say, I've got a lot of respect for what goes on between the two clubs, and I'm sure he's going to go and do his thing, and I'll try and do mine.
Me.
Just a word on James Forrest and the testimonial. I mean, one of the most successful players in Celtic's history. Just a word on the testimonial coming up.
What a moment. You know, I've not been on the journey with James, but I've certainly sat in a dressing room with him for the last 2 years, and you wouldn't think that this guy is the guy that you just explained. You know, you just talked about there. One of the most decorated, one of the most successful.
I think as fans, we sometimes forget what James Forrest has done and achieved for Celtic Football Club over the years. A lot of people are saying that sort of James Forrest has done. You've got to remember when Brendan came into the club a few years back, people were saying that Scott Brown was done. Scott Brown's pace had gone. And you look what happened to Scott Brown that season when Brendan came into the club the first time. It didn't only go from strength to strength, it absolutely dominated the midfield in Scottish football for the next few years after that.
Quadruple treble winner, right? But as I talked about Brendan, first and foremost, a superb person, someone that I've loved sharing a dressing room with. There's been big moments in the 2 years that I've been here. You know, he's had a few setbacks with injury, but he's always there. He's always representing, and I think it's amazing that the club and you know the real kind of the family feel of Celtic are able to celebrate someone like James Forrest as a person, as a player. What a moment for himself and his family. And as I say, I really hope I'm going to be a part of it. It'll be a great night.
A special thing in this day and age to stay at a club and find success for that period of time.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. You know, as I say, we talked about it earlier. Things change. You do well, you don't do well. But James has obviously been hugely committed to Celtic Football Club. He's been here since he was, you know, a young boy, and
that size.
You know, he's not going to be looking elsewhere, as he absolutely loves it, and he's loved. And as I say, what a great opportunity. You know, on the weekly football, the ups and downs, and the playing well and not playing well, but I think this is a moment to just forget about all that and just enjoy the fact that, you know, a good person, good things are happening.
Just finally from me, you've talked about your passion for Celtic, but another of your...
Right, hold the bus, wait a minute here. This is the big shocking news from Joe Hart. And how does he go in your estimations after this admission? Because I really feel like I'm lost, really. Joe, what are you? Let's listen to it and just get it over and done with.
Passions is of course cricket.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping an eye on the Ashes?
Yeah, I do. I love giving information to people who are just completely not interested in this building. But oh, it's amazing. I absolutely love the cricket. I could go on for hours about it. But
What?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that this afternoon.
We'll get you on Sky Sports News.
What?
for the cricket analysis.
Oh yeah, I'd love that.
Joe, cricket. It's just no cricket, man. No cricket. Really? And on that note, I'm going to end this video because I think I need a drink.